Puzzle Bucket.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us here on Fuzzle Bucket. I'm Kenning, and this month is Paladin month. So I've done Shaman and I've done Priest for the past couple months, and those are basically control classes. Now, Paladin can arguably go control or aggro, but I think that aggro suits the Paladin class a little bit better than control. Especially with next Rammus coming up, I think you're going to see a lot more aggro Paladin play, and I wanted to go ahead and, change it up a little bit instead of going control, control, control. So let's do some fast-paced Paladin play with the Shockadin. And of course, we're matched up against another Paladin. Now there's a lot of different versions of the Shockadin, and I'll post a link in the description below. Let's see here. Argent Squire is probably the #1 pick you want to mulligan for. #2 would be Worgen Infiltrator. Now that's what I'm running in my deck. Some people don't like to run the Worgen Infiltrator. But I think that it actually trades up almost every time. And, ooh, look at this. So far, I'm doing alright with it, so we're going to leave it in the deck. There's an amazing write-up, if you click on that link in the description, how to mulligan, how to play against every class. And, of course, there's a lot of legendary players, or people who've got legendary playing this deck. So it's pretty popular, very well known. I'm actually going to... Okay, so here we're gonna set up for a huge hit. So the idea is you want to mulligan for your Argent Squires and your Worgen Infiltrators against pretty much any class. Now, we want to, it's Shockadin, so it's shock and awe. We want to hit them hard and fast. Same style as like a Zoo aggro Warlock type deck. The Abusive Sergeant and the Blessing of Might are both combo cards that combo with these. Well, that was interesting. That does absolutely nothing. They combo with all these 1-drops to really, especially with the Divine Shield, it's going to hit really hard. Now the Abusive Sergeant is going to, I guess it really doesn't matter which one we put it on because that's a temporary buff. The Blessing of Might, however, is going to go on one of the Argent Squires because it's still sitting behind that Divine Shield. Now our equality is here for removal, so we're not going to worry about that right now. And we are going to push very hard to the face. Now, you may be looking at the board going, holy crap, Kenny, you have no cards left except an equality, and that's a removal card. What are you going to do? Well, there's Divine Favors in this deck, 2 of them, and unfortunately, there's a little bit of RNG involved, but those Divine Favors are here for card draw, along with Hammer of Wrath, which is our only other card draw. Now, because we are not getting our Divine Favor, we are going to have to really push hard and hope that we draw that very soon, or bring him down very quickly. Now, as you can see, we're in turn 4, and he's down to 9 health. So without a taunt or a way to heal or something else, he probably won't be able to recover. This is a prime example of how the deck is supposed to work. It's, bam, 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 bring him down, hopefully before turn 6. And, ouch. There's the Consecrate, because that's kind of what you don't want to happen. Unfortunately, we did not get our Divine Favor, and we're going to use our Consecrate, but we're going to go ahead and save it. Maybe be a little bit more greedy. We could probably get the Eldor Peacekeeper and something else. Maybe not. True Silver Champion, probably to the face on this one. Yeah. Now, the True Silver Champions in this deck are actually meant to be played to the face, such as what we're going to do right now. Not for minion removal. Now, that's situational, of course, because there are times when you're going to have to use your True Silver Champion to remove a minion from the board. But more often than not, you want to use the True Silver Champions, 1 to heal, and 2 to hit your opponent in the face. Because this is a rush aggro deck. We are not concerned about controlling at all, really, unless you absolutely have to. Well, we are 2 damage away from winning. No taunt up, so we've got a good chance here of actually getting. Well, Divine Favor is going to give us our cards. Actually, why don't we go ahead and consecrate first? We don't need to run our equality, so we're going to consecrate, bring him down to 6. Now, unfortunately, we're going to Divine Favor, get real good value out of it, but we're not going to have enough to deal that last 2 damage. Oh, boy. Well, there it is right there. So we're going to push through 4. Pass the turn, and we got a Leper Gnome, which is pretty much going to be guaranteed. Unless he heals, that'll be the game right there. And actually... Okay, he heals. I may be able to trigger with the Elven Arch. That would be interesting. Alright, so Avenging Wrath. I think we're going to go ahead and go for that and see if we can't pull this off. Now, we're probably going to be a little short. I doubt all 8 are going to hit the Paladin. But 2 is enough to do it. So, if I'm not mistaken, I can trigger it this way. And boom, we win. There we go. A little bit of creative accounting there. Okay, so that's a quick run of the Shockadin. Now, as you can see, I'm at rank 11 right now. It's doing all right. I'm probably going to go up to rank 10 here pretty quick. If you came here for the contest, be sure to comment and make sure you subscribe and keep your profile public so we can verify you're subscribed. And good luck on that contest. Thanks for watching. I hope you like what you see. I will see you next time.